Hey guys, I am here today with Eve Lowry from The Baby's Booty, my favorite YouTube channel, and she's going to be asking me some questions. I'm going to be asking her some questions because she is going to Deco Summit to speak, and we're really excited to have her. She's going to be sharing some awesome stuff with you guys.
All right, hello, Miss Laura. Thank you for doing a video chat with me on the Deco Summit coming up. I'm super excited about it. How are you today?
I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous, anxious for the event to come. There's a lot to do beforehand, but you know, we're handling it.
I bet. And we only have less than 15 days to go before we're to be there, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of preparation before I leave anyway. I'm coming down a little bit early, so I'm super looking forward to that. Coming into Miami, Florida, right?
And I understand it's your anniversary weekend.
Yes, our marital anniversary is October the 11th, and it's 20 years this year. So I'm kind of in a doghouse about it a little bit, but at least we'll be in a really nice city to celebrate our anniversary. So looking forward to that.
Right. You can celebrate before the event.
We'll try. With all the preparations that you have going on, I did have a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you, and then also open the floor afterwards to any questions you may have for me.
Sure.
What classes will you be teaching at the Deco Summit? Because I see you're teaching classes too, right?
Yeah. I have quite a few classes that I'm going to be teaching. So I'm doing avoiding thread breaks. It's more of a demo, so it's going to be more informal, where people can huddle around our machines and they can see the whole thought process as to how you avoid a thread break, and then like what to do if something does happen. So the machine's actually going to be running while the class is going, and anything that happens in between, I'll be like, I will literally troubleshoot it right then and there. So people can see like, oh, okay, this is the thought process. If I get this type of thread break, then this is what I need to do. Because, you know, in embroidery, there are multiple types of thread breaks, which I'm sure you know.
Yes.
And all of them have a cause and, you know, a way to prevent them. So I want to teach people that because it's not all thread breaks are equal. So.
Right. Well, that sounds interesting. It's good that it's going to be hands-on, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I do have a few other classes that I'm going to be teaching.
Oh, cool.
I think I have like 8 total.
Wow.
I just told them to put me in any class so you think I can do. So I will be talking about freestanding lace. What else do I got going on? I have some shoe embroidery going on, which I think that's going to be fun. Because a lot of people ask about that. So I'm going to show you like how you can use the attachments to make it super easy. I was just on a call earlier talking about like how many attachments there are for commercial machines.
Right.
You know, like
big difference.
Right. The lady I was speaking to, you know, she's also one of our speakers. Her name is Jennifer Moore. She does sewing and embroidery. She has a YouTube channel as well. And you know, she has a domestic single needle embroidery machine. And she was just blown away by the fact that I have so many accessories that I can just do everything you can think of really without any hassle. Like we can do our pant legs, we could do the little what's this called, the sleeve of the shirt.
Right.
We got our mighty hoops. I mean, I know you have your 10 needle machine too, so you know you can talk about the differences between, you know, production wise between your single head and your single needle and your multi needle.
It is a big difference, and it's a lot of fun. The attachments make the biggest difference between commercial and the domestic embroidery machines. And being that I own both, it was a huge upgrade to change from the small single needle to the large multi needle. So yes, I do definitely understand that. So that's going to be fun. So 8 classes, that's a lot. So you said Jennifer, and what other speakers will be there?
So we have Jennifer from Sewing Report. We have you from The Baby's Booty, my favorite. Don't tell the other speakers I said that. We have Gary from T-Shirt Help Desk.
Cool.
For those of you who haven't seen him, he's awesome. He does he teaches people how to start a custom T-shirt business.
Right.
He's a really entertaining guy to watch too. And
Cool.
then we have Reyes, who is
Yes.
hilarious. Reyes,
Yes.
the entrepreneur on YouTube.
Looking forward to him.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited to get together with the YouTubers, and because I feel like I'm part of you guys,
You
even
are
though
a YouTuber.
I represent a company. I represent a company, but I do feel like a YouTuber too, like
You
a part-time
are.
YouTuber here. So, so I'm excited to get together with you guys. And
Cool.
who else do we got? Well, with digitizing, we have Lisa Shaw, who she's also on a lot of videos for Brilliance. So yeah, she's a pro. She's coming in Eric Campbell's place. I don't know if you heard of Eric Campbell.
Okay.
But he
Brilliant.
wasn't able to come this year.
Right.
Eric wasn't able to come this year, so he recommended Lisa instead, and we were like, yeah, for sure. She's also done a lot of conferences, so it's a good mix of, like, we have our YouTubers who are constantly educating people on YouTube, and then we have our educators and speakers who, they go to different trade shows and all that stuff. So we have a really nice, healthy mix of different speakers that different people can relate to. And then, of course, we have our staff speaking as well.
Right.
We have Henry, our COO. He's going to be doing business classes. So, you'll come and learn the machinery, but you'll also come and learn how to start your business or how to grow your business. So anything from, like, pricing to how to find customers, you're going to learn that here as well.
Nice. Seems like folks really need to take advantage of this summit and be there so that it will help them succeed.
We also have a really great giveaway actually going on Deco Summit, which I'm most excited about. And I would like to take the credit for this wonderful idea.
What's that?
Hopefully it doesn't backfire on me.
It should.
If it does, then I won't take the credit anymore. But we are going to be giving away an embroidery machine, like a full embroidery machine. Yeah.
Nice.
It's this one that I have right here.
Okay.
It's not this exact one. It's going to be a new one, of course.
Right.
These are the ones that I use for my videos and all that. But a free embroidery machine. It's $8,000. It's an $8,000 value. It comes with tech support, training. So, like, literally everything you need, and it even comes with supplies to get started as well.
That's huge. Yeah.
It could literally be anyone, and the chances of winning are so high because, like, I've been telling people, the conference is capped out at 200 people.
Okay.
So, we haven't sold out yet, but we're getting pretty close.
We're getting close to time.
Yeah. Even 1 in 200 is still an amazing chance.
Yes, those are awesome odds.
I promise you that once you're here, you're gonna be like, okay, I need to do this. I need to start this business. It's gonna be like, even if you don't have a business yet, it's gonna be what inspires you to, to finally take that leap, especially after knowing all of this now. Like, how are you not?
Yes. Well, I'm excited to learn about the direct-to-garment and the heat transfer vinyl. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. But did you have any questions for me? I don't want you to have to do all the talking.
I do have questions for you. I really do want to know how you got into YouTube, because I know that you are an embroidery business owner. So, like, what made you want to get on YouTube and share your experiences with other people and help other embroidery business owners?
Well, to be honest, when I started, it was kind of similar, where I purchased a machine on a whim, and when I sat down to learn how to use it after a year, because it sat for a year, but when I finally sat down to learn how to use it, there was very little video instruction out there. And the video instruction that was out there was limited to the larger multi-needle machines, or it was by cost only. So people had to pay to have access to those videos. And being that I only paid not even $300 because I got it on a Black Friday deal, I was like, well, I don't really have the money to invest in these classes. So the few videos that I was able to piece together, some from the larger machines just for like stabilizer, the right type of thread, I was able to utilize all of that and put together how to do embroidery. So that being the case, I was really determined to say, I don't want anyone else to have to go through what I went through and not know how to use such an awesome little machine. It was a lot of fun. I was looking forward to it. So once I started getting into it, I would mention in some of the Facebook groups, hey, this is how I did ABCXYZ. And someone would say, well, I would love to see how that's done. So I say, well, I guess we can do a YouTube video on it. And then that way you can just watch it on YouTube. But it was funny, the majority of the people who wanted to see it being done were older people. So I was looking at 60 years old, 70 years old, and they just couldn't get the concept of Skype or FaceTime. So YouTube was the only logical explanation. So I started doing videos, and next thing I know, more and more folks were subscribing and wanting to get their questions answered, and it just went up from there because most people could handle the little machines, and like I said, the instruction out there was quite limited. So I found a niche and jumped right into it, and I haven't looked back, and I absolutely love being on YouTube.
You know, you're clearly an educator on YouTube. You know, you've been teaching people for years on how to, you know, run their businesses, not only embroidery, like craft and all that. You do talk about some business stuff too. So what I want to know is, what are you going to be teaching at Deco Summit?
Well, at Deco Summit, you guys were kind enough to introduce me to Chroma. So Chroma is a digitizing software program, and it is a part of Ricoma. So super excited to be a part of you guys' little team. Well, I'm saying little team, it's a huge team, but just the fact that you have your own digitizing software to offer with the equipment is amazing. So what we'll be doing is learning how to navigate the Chroma software, how to open it up, how to digitize some of your basic designs. So it shouldn't be difficult by the time you finish with the class to know how to operate Chroma and to achieve the results that you're looking for.
Do you want to share what special project you're going to be doing with the class? I think they're going to really like it.
Well, I was going to let it be a teaser, but what I love to do when I digitize is make patches. So I think it would be really cool to make a Ricoma patch while we're there. So we're going to digitize a very simple Ricoma patch that they will be able to, I could email the design to them later or whatever they want to, and they can stitch it out themselves if they want to on their machine.
I love that. And we actually didn't even ask you to do a Ricoma patch, so thanks for the promo.
You're welcome. No worries. I mean, we're at the Deco Summit, so it would be cool to be able to do one.
Yeah, that'd be great. I know a lot of people ask for patches. It's like one of the most requested, you know, either how to do it or how to digitize it too. So a lot of people are going to show up to your class after they find out that it's patches.
Yeah, it's big business.
Which leads me to a question that I was going to ask you. How has learning digitizing improved your workflow and your business?
It's made a huge difference. Number one, as I mentioned, I'm in control of the amount of stitches that are in the design. So if I'm working on a hat and that needs to translate over to, say for instance, a light jacket or a light shirt, I can decrease the density myself and make sure, because I actually will redigitize the entire design and switch it over to something that's made for a lighter fabric versus the canvas of a hat. So that gives me that type of control so that I can make sure it stitches out in the best quality for the garment instead of for the design itself. So that's the really cool thing about being able to digitize first and foremost. The second thing is, most people come to me with their logos. It's like, that's the main reason they want embroideries done, you know, businesses that is, or maybe someone coming up with their own design clothing line. So they want their logo to be on there, and you know, you can't go out and buy that person's design. So it has to be digitized, and that eliminated the need for me to farm it out to someone else, wait on them to get it done. Then they send it back to me. Okay, does this look good? Yeah, I don't know. The customer doesn't like it. They want this changed. Then I have to send it back and wait for it to come back. It was just drama. So now I've eliminated all of that. When they come to me, I can get their ideas, I can see their face, how they want it, get their measurements, and just have it digitized right there. And I don't have to wait on getting it done.
Right. Yeah, and that's a point that I always like to make, because I mean, a lot of our our customers are embroiderers who just get started and they don't know how to digitize. So we just recommend, farm out your orders, sure, but you should still know the basics, and you should still be able to get an order back. Let's say, okay, fine, you don't have time to digitize your own order. You can get a design back. And if there's a change that needs to be made, you can quickly make it. Like, you know, there's times where you see people waiting around hours and maybe even a day just to get a change back from their digitizer. And that completely stalls your production. So, you know, even if you don't digitize from scratch, I always tell people you should still know how to edit, and you should still, you know, still know like how to do it. If time is your thing, that's fine. Learn it, and then farm it, and then, you know, and then come back and fix it
in the backside.
I did want to ask you one last question.
Sure.
And this is something we get a lot. It's what are some signs of like a good digitizer or good digitizing?
Clean lines, for sure. And one of my favorite things because I've been through a lot of digitizers, I've used a lot of digitizers from the service Fiverr all the way to folks that say, hey, I can digitize for you because they saw my YouTube channel. But one of the things that I've learned is if a person gives you a stitch out sample so that you can see what it looks like, then they're proud of their work. They know that their work is going to stitch out beautifully, and they're showing it to you. Not many digitizers offer that, you know, so check for that first and foremost. Even if they don't offer you a stitch out, ask them what is your policy on changes? What is your policy on if it doesn't stitch out well? And if they give you, you know, some negative feedback or some pushback on that, run. run very fast, because even for myself, when I digitize, I want to make sure my customer is 100% happy. So they have a certain amount of changes based on the original design that they can send to me. So if it's within reason, I'll make the changes. But if they're saying, oh, you know what, no, put the tree up there and put it over here, no, I like it over there, or I like, you know, when it comes to that type changes, no, you're charged based on the changes. But for the most part, find someone who will do a stitch out for you. That's really important. Find out someone who wants to know what this design is going on, because that's very helpful and extremely important. Hat designs are not the same as flat designs, so you definitely want to know, the person needs to know what this is going on. And then third of all, find out what their policy is on changes, and find someone who's willing to make those changes if the customer isn't happy.
Also going to ask you, do you digitize only for your embroidery clients, or do you also digitize for embroiderers?
I only digitize for my clients.
Okay.
I don't have time to digitize, you know, as a side business. I wish I did, but unfortunately, because I do so much more than embroidery, it makes it difficult for me to offer that service outside. Now, what I have done, there are times where even I don't have time to digitize because I have so many orders. So I have 1 or 2 specific digitizers I go through, and I will not use anybody else. So I send it to them at times, depending upon how difficult it is, so that I can speed up my production time, because I know their production turnaround time is really quick. So, but for the most part, no, I only do it for the people that I'm already doing work with.
Right. That makes sense. And that's what, you know, most of our customers and embroiderers do. They'll just do it, you know, mostly for their customers. But then we do have a few that still haven't picked up as much. So they will, you know, take on a digitizing order that they'll see on a Facebook group and all that. Yeah.
That's smart. Let the digitizing software pay for itself. Why not? I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one who decides to come out. I'm available. You can ask any questions you may have. I want to have a great time, and I'm sure I'm going to have a great time. and excited about meeting you, Laura. That's going to be really huge thing I'm looking forward to. Super
Me
excited.
too.
And but aside from that, please come and join us at Deco Summit. We look forward to having you there, and I cannot wait until October the 11th and 12th.
I am also really excited to meet you, which, you know, I've already told you multiple times on the phone that I'm excited to meet you. So yeah, I'm excited to see everyone else there. Thank you guys. I really hope to see you. It's definitely, I mean, for the value and the price that the tickets are at now, you're getting so much. You're gonna learn so much for how low the tickets are right now. So I really recommend checking it out. And then of course Eve also has her link to get a discount. So
and that will be in the description of the video, of course. So thank you guys for joining me today. It was a lot of fun talking to Laura from Ricoma. I'm super excited about attending the Deco Summit. So please be sure you pick up your tickets at www.decosummit.com. Of course, the link is in the description below. And I look forward to seeing you in Miami, Florida in October. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to hang out with Miss Laura. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll get right back to you. Thanks, you guys. And of course, we want you to have happy embroidering.